What if every feeling you've ever had, joy, love, rage, sorrow, wasn't truly yours, but programmed? What if your emotions could be uploaded, altered, or deleted with just a click? In today's episode, we're diving into the chilling possibility of technology controlling the human mind on a deeply emotional level. Could tech one day dictate our moods, relationships, and mental states? Get ready to question reality as we unravel a future where emotions aren't born, they're built. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, because this journey into the heart of human tech is only just beginning. 1. The mood algorithm. Imagine waking up each morning and selecting your emotional state like a playlist. A neural device scans your body, predicts your needs, and loads the perfect chemical combination to keep you content or focused. The mood algorithm becomes your emotional GPS, guiding how you feel in response to daily events. Sadness? Skipped. Anger? Muted. Productivity? Maximized. Emotions would be data points, adjustable, and tailored to your lifestyle. But would these feelings still be real or just simulations? This level of control could eliminate emotional suffering, but also erase the authenticity of the human experience. A perfect day every day might become the new norm, yet something vital could be lost in translation. What makes us human may be less about what we feel and more about why we feel it. And when algorithms decide for us, free will become an illusion. 2. The death of depression. With technology controlling emotions, mental health disorders like depression could be wiped out entirely. Electrochemical imbalances would be corrected in real time. Feel sad for more than 5 seconds. A microchip boosts your serotonin. The dark clouds vanish, and you're you again. No therapy, no pills, no pain. For millions, this would be a miracle. But in erasing depression, we also erase the growth it brings. Pain often shapes resilience, art, perspective. Would a life without lows mean a life without depth? And who decides which emotions are bad enough to eliminate? Curing depression might become curing dissent, muting emotional expression that doesn't fit a system. Technology could end suffering or sanitize the soul. Without sadness, would poetry still ache? Would music still move us to tears? Would a novel's heartbreak still echo through the heart? These shadows teach us empathy. They are not just flaws, they are fragments of our shared human truth. 3. Love on demand. Falling in love might no longer be an unpredictable accident, but a subscription service. Imagine selecting a partner based on emotional compatibility settings, then sensing brain signals to feel instant connection. No heartbreak, no rejection, just pure, programmed love. Tech-controlled emotions could engineer the perfect relationship, where both partners feel bonded 24/7. But would it be love or a digital illusion? The mystery, spontaneity, and struggle that make love profound could be replaced by convenience. Emotional chemistry might be sold like software, customizable, downloadable, and disposable. And when love becomes artificial, what happens to heartbreak, passion, or even the thrill of a first kiss? 4. Government-controlled feelings. In a world where emotions are programmable, imagine governments using that power to enforce national moods. Fear during wartime, pride on national holidays, submission during elections. Citizens would never rebel if rebellion feels impossible. Dissent could be silenced by adjusting the emotional range of a population. Control emotions, and you control minds. Technology once meant for healing becomes a tool for domination. Surveillance evolves from watching what we do to managing how we feel. Even loyalty could be manufactured. It's not just dystopian, it's dangerously close to reality. Emotional freedom becomes a relic of the past, and smiling may no longer be a choice. 5. Emotional hacking. As emotions become digitized, so does the risk of hacking. A rogue signal could turn calm into chaos, love into hate, joy into despair. Emotional terrorism becomes the new cybercrime. Governments and corporations might race to defend against emotional viruses, while black markets trade in illegal feeling packs. Imagine a hacker flooding an entire city with panic or apathy. Emotion becomes a battlefield. Personal security would no longer mean locked doors, but encrypted minds. This era wouldn't be about data breaches, but emotional breaches. Protecting your feelings becomes a digital arms race with stakes higher than ever before. 6. Designer personalities. With tech-adjusting emotions, we could redesign our entire personalities. Want to be confident at work, empathetic at home, and stoic in traffic? Just toggle the settings. Personality becomes modular, adjustable by preference or environment. The concept of being yourself vanishes as identity becomes fluid and editable. Social media might reward certain emotional templates, creating trends in personality like fashion. Authenticity becomes a myth. But if everyone can design their emotions, who are we really? Are we evolving or erasing ourselves? A world full of optimized personalities might feel perfect but dangerously artificial. 7. Emotion as currency. In a society where everything's connected, emotions could become the new currency. Feel happiness, get paid. Feel fear, lose points. Social systems might gamify emotions, rewarding those who stay cheerful and penalizing those who express discomfort. Jobs, credit scores, and even dating profiles could be tied to emotional ratings. Want a promotion? Better stay emotionally positive even when you're dying inside. This system would prioritize surface emotions, breeding a culture of fake smiles and internal suppression. Emotional wealth replaces financial wealth, and genuine expression becomes risky. Society might look happier, but underneath, it's emotionally bankrupt. 8. The black market for pain. When emotions are fully controlled, pain becomes rare and valuable. Some might crave sadness, anger, or grief to feel alive. Black markets could rise selling unfiltered emotional experiences, giving users a chance to feel something raw and real. Pain becomes a luxury. Underground clinics offer heartbreak sessions, trauma replays, and rage downloads. This demand wouldn't be madness, it would be rebellion. A cry for authenticity in a synthetic world. The more controlled emotions become, the more people will fight to break free. Pain, once feared, might become the new form of liberation. 9. Empathy on command. One of the most promising aspects of emotional control is programmable empathy. Imagine a courtroom where a criminal is forced to feel the pain of their victims. A leader who experiences the suffering of the poor before making policies. Empathy would no longer be a choice, it would be required. Society could evolve into a more compassionate place, but the danger lies in its enforcement. Who controls when empathy is activated? Could it be weaponized? Forced empathy may create compliance but not kindness. It risks turning something deeply human into just another system function. And when empathy becomes a button, it might lose its soul. 10. Humanity rewritten. Ultimately, technology controlling emotions could lead to a new definition of what it means to be human. Feelings would be less about experience and more about selection. Suffering would be avoidable. Love would be consistent. Anger, grief, jealousy all minimized or deleted. We would become more peaceful, more productive, more stable, but also perhaps more hollow. The chaotic beauty of the human condition might be replaced by predictable emotional efficiency. Are we perfecting ourselves or programming away our humanity? If our emotions are no longer ours, then neither is our story. And what makes us human may not be what we feel, but that we feel it all. If our emotions were no longer our own, but controlled by wires, algorithms, and silent signals, would we still be human or just simulations of humanity? From healing trauma to fabricating love, the ability to manipulate our feelings promises a future full of convenience but also danger. It's a powerful idea and a terrifying one. Would we be happier or just programmed to think we are? In the end, what we feel may define us more than what we think. So if this episode made you feel curious, unsettled, or inspired, don't forget to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. Because as we explore the future, your emotions are just the beginning.